morning, Warrior. This is your boy, Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor, coming at you with a little Wake Up WOD here from my hometown of CrossFit Ethos, aka Ethos, in Southern California. Coming at you with a little workout of your mind of the day for CrossFit athletes around the world and those who wish they were. Ha ha. Before we get into today's principle, let me remind you about one powerful thing, and that is the Wake Up WARRRIOR app for free. One access point from your phone, 100% of the content, 100% of the time, for teaching and training warriors just like you how to be more, do more, and suck less. Ultimately giving the opportunity to have it all in body, being, balance, and business. So today's Wake Up WOD principle comes down to this: the power of partnerships. Welcome, my friend, to today's Wake Up WOD. All right, Warriors, so let's run on over to the board and get a little look-see, looky-loo at how we sweat today. All right, we start off with a little warm-up. Oh, wrong board. Let's come on down to the right board. We start off with a little warm-up. Warm-up, 500-meter rope. 3 rounds, 10 by each. Pass-throughs, good mornings, overhead squats, push-ups, pull-ups, and ring dips, and, there we go. We were warm. Then we moved on to our first skill work of the day, which was the dynamic bench press. 10 by 3 at 65% of your 1 rep max with a 30 to 90 second rest. Let's check this out, my friend, because we were not only benching, we got to break out the chains. I cannot tell you technically what the hell these chains do scientifically, but I can confirm that having them makes you feel significantly more badass. I know, you're jealous of the chains. I get it. We got lots of chains up in this place. This is my first experience with the chains, and I gotta be honest, I feel significantly more badass because of the chains. Am I stronger? I don't know, but I feel more badass, and oftentimes it's more important to feel strong than it is to actually be strong. Some gyms have pictures of naked ladies. They have bikini ladies. They've got something on there, right? Thinking it will inspire them. Not us. We have shirtless pictures of Rich Froning. That's how we roll. Okay, so the next part of our workout was a partner workout. And you can leave the ball there, bro. Partner workout, and here's what we were up to. 2-person teams. That guy right there, my partner. Wind beneath my wings, my friends. Wind beneath my wings. Now, the principle today is the power of partnerships. As you can see, I only partner with men who grow beards.
That's right.
So your experience today in the partner WOD was what? Besides the fact that your beard is badass and we use chains.
It was very good. Exhilarating would be the words I would give.
Exhilarating.
That's right.
Anything else that you would add out there to CrossFit fitness land?
Fear the beard.
Fear the beard! You heard it here first. Partnership, here's what we did. 2 of us were a team to complete for time in total rounds. 10 rounds. 1 partner runs 400 meters, while the other partner is doing rounds, as many rounds as they can. 10 wall ball shots at 20 pounds. 10 box jumps at 30 inches. And we did this over and over and over again. So while I was running, my partner was doing wall ball shots and box jumps, getting as many rounds as he can of 10 and 10. When I came in from running the 400, I took over with wall ball shots and box jumps, and he ran 400. Each one of us ran 5 400s, and we did a shitload of box jumps and wall ball shots. So let me give you a little demo of what this looked like and how we were breaking it down. Our around and 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 around. Yeah, I know, at times it seems completely, absolutely fucking pointless, but you know what? We get more fit because of it. This entire video series here is set up to teach you what I call the warrior's way. And what is this? Well, it's a process of going from feeling alone to being a leader. This video series is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak-based individual. It's not for the pussies who are unwilling to look at their lives who it is for. It's for guys who are trying to have it all. Needless to say, we sweat today. No question about it. And along the way, what you didn't know is we use Kohl's.com bags, and we push people around inside those. Sometimes in part of our workouts. No, actually we don't do that at all. It just happened to be here. Okay, so let's get into today's principle of the day, which was this idea of power in partnerships. Now this workout of the day, we actually had a partner. And unlike a lot of workouts where it's maybe all about you, the workout itself when you're with a partner begins to change the dynamics in your mind. Those dynamics change. What ultimately ends up occurring? Well, your mind has one of two choices when you're in a partnership. Are you ready for it? Way number one is that your mind says, oh, I can be a little bit of a pussy and I can slack because my partner is going to cover the gap. I can be weaker because I'm in a partnership. This is one way to operate. No, don't operate. The way you could operate in a partnership is you could actually find yourself fighting harder for that individual because you're in a partnership versus how you may even fight for yourself. Is this one okay? Yes. There's a third way that comes into this though, which is simply this. Go as hard as you can. And I'm going to have you consider the go as hard as you can is not a game of 50-50. Most of us have been raised to believe that partnerships is about 50-50. It's about I do my 50%, you do your 50%, and together we create 100%. This belief system plagues marriages. This belief system plagues fitness contests. This belief system completely destroys businesses. It destroys worlds simply because that is not how partnerships go down. I believe that my marriage was a 50-50 partnership. I believe that my wife was supposed to do her half, I did my half, and if we both did our halves, then we would ultimately have a family that worked and a marriage that worked. And to my surprise and dismay, this is not how marriage works. This is not how partnerships work at all. Partnerships are something far different than you ever imagined. I'm going to have you consider that a partnership is about going as hard as you possibly can at all times. Now that means that enduring to the end, yes, enduring to the end, and having endurance on a daily basis is an important deal. Days in my marriage, and there are days in my business partnerships, and there are days in my fitness partnerships in which my best is only 20-30% of the work needs to be done. And that the person I'm in partnership with has got to cover the gap. Shit, sometimes showing up, I'm so fucking exhausted, all I can give you is my best, and my best is 5% of the 100% of the work that needs to be done. And my partner, my wife, my business partners, my friends, the person I'm working out with, takes that capacity on in their world, and they do what? They end up doing a majority of the work. Flip side, there are situations in which I get involved as a partner, and my wife's exhausted, my fitness partner's exhausted, or we're doing something that's my strength, or my business partners are exhausted and we're in something that's my strength, and they're giving their best they possibly can, yet their best is only covering 10%. And see, the challenge and the problem is, if you exist in a world in which your belief system tells you that partnerships are about 50-50, that your marriage is about 50-50, that your business partnership is about 50-50, if this is the world that you operate in, that you live in a world of 50-50, then when somebody else is not doing exactly 50% of the work in a partnership, you're fucking pissed. It's not only are you pissed, but if the flip side of the equation occurs, if that's the game that you operate in, and for some reason you've fallen into your weakness, or you've fallen into a game in which you're exhausted that day and your partner has to cover 60-70% of the work, then you start to feel shameful and they start to get angry at you because you're not covering 50% of the load. I'm going to have you consider that partnerships are something far different than that. That a true partnership in marriage, a true partnership in business, a true partnership in fitness, a true partnership in life simply states this: give the best you have. At every moment of that partnership, give the very best that you can give. And when you've given the very best that you give, you can trust that the person in the partnership is giving the very best that they can give. And if both of you, your husband, your wife, your kids, your business partnership, if everybody will commit to showing up and giving the very best they can, what we have in those partnerships is unity. What we have in those partnerships is trust. What we have in those partnerships is exactly what happened in today's workout. An ability for me to focus on my work and to get the work done on my part of the fitness experience today and let my partner do the same. And neither one of us stressing out or worried about the fact that the other one isn't going hard enough. The other one isn't going fast enough. The other one isn't doing their part of 50-50. So take a little look around your world, warrior. Look into your marriage, look into your business, look into your fitness, look into your family, look into your life, and determine where in your world have you fallen trap to this illusion of 50-50 partnerships. And where can you as a partner start showing up bigger, showing up better, and showing up in a way that ultimately would accelerate your results as a partnership. Last thought also on this, one of the reasons why you want to push so hard personally in your own life anyways, is because when your capacity expands, it allows you to serve and partner up with a lot of people and to have enough energy during those workouts, during those relationships, to actually encourage the other person to push harder, to assist them to experience more than they possibly could by themselves. But if you're weak in your own right and you haven't pushed your own capacity, it makes it really difficult in a partner experience to ever be there for your spouse, to be there for your fitness partner, be there for another person. So push yourself, find that area, destroy it, and find a partnership in which you're operating in this lie called 50-50 and just start showing up as big as you can in every single moment of that entire relationship. Have a fantastic rest of your day. This is Garrett J. Weiss signing off from the Wake Up WOD here at CrossFit Ethos in Ladera Ranch, California, reminding you the power in today's marketplace and modern day warrior comes down to the simple formula of authenticity. Be real, get raw, and stay relevant with a ruthless commitment to creating big ass results today.